What's the worst sex advice you can give to a first-timer? Don't make a single sound throughout the entire session. How to do a handjob in 3 easy steps. 1. Bop it. 2. Twist it. 3. Pull it. Rinse and repeat. Thumbs up. It's all in the teeth. If you come while she's on top, she can't get pregnant. That's just gravity. Edit. This blew up. Remember kids, this is bad advice, not good advice. Save up a large fart for during oral. When engaging in anal foreplay, pull the anal beads out like you're launching a Beyblade. Shout out her best friend or sister's name during penetration. They especially love it as you're nutting. Guys are like lawnmowers. To get them started you have to grab their dicks and yank hard. Get naked but keep your socks and shoes on. Pull out quick and scurry the hell out of there before she devours you for nutrients. Stick it in and rotate it clockwise. And only clockwise. Don't be afraid to do anal spontaneously. Especially in the morning. If you don't feel like taking a shit, there's nothing inside you. If you don't want to get pregnant, do it at night. The sperm are sleeping. I seriously know people who are convinced the girl can't get pregnant if she doesn't orgasm because female orgasm releases the egg like male orgasm releases the sperm. How these chicks aren't pregnant is a miracle. The vagina is roughly in the middle of the stomach and surprisingly shallow. Oh god, the first time ever touched a girl. I was sitting in the couch hands under a blanket and I just could not figure out why I wasn't touching the snatch yet. Felt like I was elbow deep down the pants before I hit pay dirt. I just assumed it was higher up like my own. Ha 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 ha. Wanna really make her scream? Wipe your dick off on her curtains. Hit that clit like a scratchy ticket. Virgins don't get pregnant during the first time. My little brother's girlfriend is pregnant because he was a dumbass and unironically believed that. Yet, coincidentally, he vanished for the 2 months after we made that discovery. He was hiding out in a Motel 6. Where he got the money to afford that for 2 months at a $25 per night rate. Who knows? Apparently, his grandma gave it to him because he convinced her he was adopted. That's why I said his grandma. I gave him the talk about being a father. Seeing as our older sister had kids and I watch them a lot. Which I think makes me a semi-father to them. I told him that I'd be willing to help with his kids too if he ever needed help and he said he'd think about it, his way of telling me to fuck off. That comment hit a little too close to home. Try to get off as fast as you can, it's a race and you want first not second. If you're not first, you're last. Just copy what they do in porn. Lube? No, you don't need that. Just jackhammer that thing in there as hard and fast as you can. If it feels like it's burning, that means she likes it. Single quote. Your vagina is a crackerjack canal. Place objects in there for him to find during the act. If I'm gonna eat pussy, I'd better get a free toy with my meal. It feels better if you poke holes in the condom. Bend him over and load him like a shotgun. If the girl tells you to keep going just like that, disregard and speed it up, slow it down. To put a cherry on top. I don't know if it's my luck or what, but every time a guy finally gives me head the way I like, all head is good. But some specific motions are better emo, and I tell him. Just like that, he fucking changes what he's doing. Shower sex is always a good idea. Sex and sand go together well. Anal first, oral second. Kissing third. Sex can make you forgive your partner and it can resolve arguments. So make sure you ask if you're still grounded afterwards. I'm really not the best person to be asking on that. If you really want to learn, you should have your parents demonstrate for you first. Keep your nails long and sharp. Skip all sort of foreplay because it's a waste of time. And then proceed to stick it in raw. Balls deep. Also, when you're finished, don't forget to roll on your side and get some sleep. It's cheating if you use your hands. Look ma, no hands. While giving me the talk, my mother told me oral sex was unpleasant for women. Giving and receiving alike, I am a woman. She implied that men really seem to enjoy getting, but that she found the act gross and unnatural and lead me to believe all women felt that way, making me wary of trying it. Would it be painful? Would I be denied if I brought it up? Was it seen as too kinky? Yes. I was pissed once I discovered that not only is it perfectly normal, it's a ton of fun. To impress a chick. Helicopter dick. If your mom gets stuck in the washer, you should definitely bang her. The best way to get laid is to send her a picture of your dick. Once she sees that, it'll be all she thinks about. Girls hate clitoral stimulation. Just stay away from it. The amount of guys who insist they have a magic penis that can make women orgasm from penetration alone is depressing. I mean, I haven't had much sex and I'm probably not the best lay out there, but I do the minimum and stimulate the clit or area around the clit if it's too sensitive. It's not rocket science, but some guys just can't seem to that sex is more than penetration alone. If you actually care about getting a woman off, never go vaginal to anal. Always go the other way around. Happy Cake Day. There's one universal trick that's always a turn-on for both boys and girls as foreplay: always finger the urethra. If you don't perform well, they'll never let you do it again. Be friends with her first. Then she'll feel obligated. Be super nice, chivalrous, and buy her flowers. After you pay for a nice dinner, she has to put out. It's in their biology. Also, the more you spend, the better the sex. Don't be that guy who expects good sex from $10 and a coupon at Arby's. Spend at least $25 on her. I knew a guy who spent $50 on steaks and shit. And that girl was so ready when the bill came. She slid out of the booth like a greased pickle and practically drowned him with hot spider monkey love. Girls go for kinky stuff these days. Pull off her shoes and suck on her socks. Slap her knees. Lick the inside of her ear. The sounds of a wet mop in swamp mud will lubricate her lady parts through the eustachian tubes. Don't neglect the elbows and spaces between her fingers, either. Cosmo tells them to expect this. The penis gets automatically sucked and fitted perfectly into the vagina by Kegel magnets. If you have to use a hand to aim right, she's already thinking about your replacement. Just slam it in there. Nature will take care of the rest. Now, don't come too soon. The longer, the better. Most average men last about 2 hours. But at 3 hours, you and her will suddenly go into a euphoria where she will be addicted to you like a narcotic. Once you're done, ask her to cook you breakfast and fall asleep. Foreplay is the least important part. Completely unnecessary. I'll tell you the same thing my uncle told me after my first time. Don't you dare tell your parents or I'll burn down the house while you're all sleeping. All girls like a pinky in the butthole. Blood is a better lubricant than store-bought lube. Don't bother with foreplay. Just shove it in dry and start jackhammering. You aren't done until you are both bleeding. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time.